Hi, and welcome to BestInTESLA. Many people think that Tesla is valued way too high as a car company. Even Elon tweeted that the stock price was way too high. But I really don't think so, because Tesla is so much more than just a car company. Even though short sellers like Jim Chanos love to remind everyone that Tesla is just a car company and nothing else, and is worth zero.
It's a car company. It seems so simple to point that out to people, but you have to keep doing it. Car companies did trade at 1/2 of revenues. Now they trade at about 0.25 of revenues. And of course, Tesla is trading at 4 times revenues.
Well, let me show you why Jimmy Boy here couldn't be more wrong about Tesla as a company, and why Tesla is probably going to be the biggest company in the world. Let's take a look at all the businesses Tesla is involved in. And let's dive right in. So Tesla is just a car company, They do a little more than that. To me, they are just as much a software company than a car company. Because just take a look at Apple and Google that is getting into the car market with their CarPlay and Android Auto, and they are doing so because it's a very good business for them. Car manufacturers pay Apple a license fee for each unit they build which support CarPlay. And the car manufacturers have to, because they don't know how to do this themselves. And Tesla builds their own. And I am actually right now paying Tesla 99 Danish kroners, about $14 every month, to have internet connection in my car, so I can use my web browser, have Google satellite maps and live traffic in my navigation, and I can stream music for the built-in Spotify and stream YouTube and Netflix in my car. So I pay Tesla every month, and so will thousands of other people, soon to become millions of other people. If this is not a part of their business case, I don't know what is. Because if I want to, I could even go into my Tesla app and from there buy a big update for my car with the performance package. So my car can go from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds suddenly, instead of the 4.5 seconds. And this is just the beginning. Tesla will come with more and more huge updates you can buy for your car with a click in the app. And some people will definitely buy some of these updates. And there will definitely come an app store at some point. So far it's just Tesla's own small games and programs, but in the future I think Tesla will have an app store much like Apple and earn money from third parties that want their app in the car. This is a huge potential for Tesla to earn billions on software alone, and I have not even talked about selling their software to other car manufacturers that can't program their own, because they simply don't know how to, because they are not a software company, but Tesla is. Just see how Tesla is still in 2020 one of the only cars in the world that can do an over-the-air software update. Like I said before, if you come out with an EV in 2020 or later and can't do an over-the-air update, don't even bother. Your car has been obsolete for years. And more software. They have made the Autobidder software that is going to help everyone to save money on their electricity bill. Who don't want this? Everyone in the world is going to want this, with some battery storage as well. And Tesla is right now the only one who have this software available and tested in real life in Australia. And this leads to another business that is not even something that Tesla has talked about yet. selling electricity. Tesla themselves want to sell electricity. They just got approval from the British government to sell electricity in the UK, probably from some big solar battery power plant they want to make themselves, because they pretty much make every component themselves anyway, but also from all their Teslas that are driving around the world and plugged in to the grid. I don't even have an idea on how this is going to work, but it is just yet another part of Tesla's energy business that could see huge potential in the future. Which leads us to battery storage. Oh yeah, another part of Tesla's energy business. Tesla also makes big power packs for storing renewable energy from solar and wind farms and so on, and of course there's a small one called Powerwalls for all our homes. And this is becoming more and more popular, as we see more and more examples of this, like the Hornsdale power plant in South Australia that has proven to be a huge success, saving them millions of dollars, and they are expanding the site as we speak. So Tesla is on the way to become one of the world's biggest battery supplier, not just for their cars, but also for the entire energy side of the business. And again, they will probably become even bigger than LG Chem, that is making billions of dollars every year today. As Elon Musk said, energy side of the business could become bigger than the car business. But Jim Chanos don't want to give this side of the business any value whatsoever. What the? And Tesla is also making solar panels and solar roof tiles, and is really ramping up production of this side of the business. And you only have to take a look at some of the other solar panels manufacturers like First Solar or any of the other many companies just in the US to see they are valued billions of dollars as well. And Tesla already has over $400 million in revenue from their energy business alone, and this will only become bigger and bigger. And Tesla is also working on becoming a robotaxi company. Waymo is only working on robotaxi service, and they are valued about $100 billion. And data is the holy grail when it comes to full self-driving, as I've mentioned before, and Tesla have 3.3 billion miles driven on autopilot, and Waymo have about 30 million miles driven. Tesla's database is about 100 times bigger than Waymo's, and it is all real-life driving, and the lead in data is only expanding. So to totally disregard this side of the business and give it absolutely no value is insane. Tesla is leading the race, and Waymo gets 100 billions in value and Tesla gets zero? What? That's BS, because this is not just comparing with Waymo. This is going to combine Waymo and Uber in one company. This will be so huge, because this will add so much more value to the cars themselves, but will also make a whole new business case for Tesla in the robotaxi that they can make themselves, but also making their entire fleet of sold cars into small revenue-making machines for them and their owners. And then there is charging network. Tesla has the biggest charging infrastructure in the world, with over 16,000 chargers worldwide. And we have companies like Electrify America that do only that. Whole companies. You wouldn't do this if you don't think this is a good business case, and Tesla has 16,000 chargers that can make revenue for Tesla every day of every year going forward, and maybe even open their charging infrastructure up to other car manufacturers. And if so, this side of the business could really take off as well. And Tesla is actually also a hardware company. They have developed and produced one of the most powerful computer chips in the world that they use in their cars for their full self-driving computer that they also built themselves. This is so far just for Tesla, but when Tesla turns on full self-driving in the future with a flick of a switch and over-the-air update will make Tesla the only company in the world with full self-driving cars on the road, and everyone else will definitely want to get in on the action. So Tesla could start selling not only their software but also their hardware, their full self-driving computer, to other car manufacturers. Again, a massive business case. So they're not just a car company, they are a software company, an electricity company, battery company, solar company, robotaxi company, ride-sharing company, charging network company, hardware company. Oh yeah, they're also a car company. And the most crazy thing is that Tesla is actually leading in many of these businesses, like software for cars. They are the leader. The other guys are buying software from third parties, including Google and Apple. Their virtual power plant software, they are the only ones who have this. The robotaxi, in my opinion, Tesla is the leader already. Battery production is going to become the biggest and is already one of the biggest lithium-ion battery producers for cars in the world right now. And in battery storage system, Tesla is definitely the leader. Solar panels, they are not the leader, but in solar glass roof tiles, they pretty much have monopoly on this so far, and this will become a very big deal. In the future, no one in their rightful mind will build a new house without solar glass roof tiles that can produce energy for the whole household. And they're also leading and far ahead in the charging infrastructure. So Tesla is so much more than a car company. And for Jim Chanos to continue to say they are only a car company just shows you how little he knows about the company, or refuses to see the truth, because in his case the truth is really going to hurt. And if we combine all these 9 markets that Tesla is in, that all by themselves could make billions of dollars in revenue for Tesla each, they could easily become the biggest and most valuable company in the world, because they are at least 9 companies into one, and they're pretty much disrupting every one of these markets. But luckily, not everyone just sees them as a car company like Jim Chanos. That is probably a car company expert, but that is also his problem. He's not an expert in startup and disruptive companies like ARK Invest is. So if you think that Tesla is just a car company, you just go ahead and put your money on Jim Chanos and short selling the hell out of the Tesla stock. But I would put my money on someone like Cathie Wood from ARK Invest that is only investing in disruptive companies. So they do have the expertise in looking into the future and predicting what companies are going to be disruptive. People like Jim Chanos and Mark Spiegel simply don't get it and only think of short-term profits. They couldn't predict the future even if Marty McFly came back from the future and told them. So yeah, I think Tesla is valued just fine. Of course, they have a long way to go, but it is on the right track to become the biggest and most valuable company in the world. But what do you think? Do you think Tesla is just a car company that will never grow, or are Tesla so much more? And please feel free to mention other business that Tesla is in that I have forgotten, because they are just into so much stuff. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It does really help out these videos so others can find it as well. And if you are new to this channel, you should consider subscribing. I come out with videos like this all the time and have a weekly news episode every Sunday about Tesla, Elon Musk and everything in between. And if you can't wait until Sunday and want the news as it comes out, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I tweet almost all the news in there as they come out. And you can also check out my new Instagram page. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for the support. If you want to support the channel even more, you can for as little as $1 support this show, but it really means a lot for the channel. And to all my Patreons already supporting the show, thank you so much for your support, really appreciate it. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.